evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1961 Pennant race is on the air. Today's date is September 4th, 1961. We are at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, one of the weirdest places that baseball has ever played. A huge game in the National League between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's take a look at the standings. Let's take a look at the state of the league. In the American League, the Detroit Tigers still have a 5-game lead on the Yankees. The Baltimore Orioles are still 7 games back. The Tigers have clinched a playoff berth. The Boston Red Sox the White Sox are in 4th. The Red Sox are in 5th. I put the Cleveland Indians in there to show where they are. They are 5 games back of 3rd. They're not officially out of it, but that is where the Indians right now stand as the top 5 in the American League will make the postseason. In the National League, the San Francisco Giants hold a 2-game lead on the Dodgers in the National League for top spot there. The Pirates are in 3rd. They're only 3.5 back of 1st, so they still got a legitimate shot to win the league. The Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Braves are still tied at 12.5 back. The Reds are at 67 and 67. The Braves 66-66. The St. Louis Cardinals are in 6th place. They are 5.5 back of the 4th spot, since Cincinnati and Milwaukee right now are tied for 4th. So this game tonight, can the Dodgers get to within 1 game of the Giants, or will the Giants take a 3-game lead on the Dodgers? So this is a pretty big game tonight. Steeler fan Kevin Hayes and Doug Hunt join us here at Memorial Coliseum. The Dodgers historically won this game 4-0. The Giants had two hits and 3 errors. They had a rough game in the field. Dodgers weren't much better, though. They had 8 hits and an error. So who knows what inside pitch is going to have. And I'll tell you right now, there is some bad fielding out there on both sides of this diamond. So if there's going to be a lot of range plays tonight or error checks, we may see quite a bit with the lineups that were put together tonight, or at least where they were. So a big game tonight here at Memorial Coliseum as Brian B. and Juke now join us here. And let's get set and let's get started for some big-time National League baseball. We do have a couple of Hall of Famers on the mound tonight. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers is Don Drysdale. Hall of Famer, you bet. 13 wins, 10 losses, no saves, a 3.69 ERA. Drysdale got the call tonight for the boys in blue. So we are all set and ready to go. Woodman now joins us here at Memorial Coliseum. Let's get to some baseball, and let's see what will happen tonight in a big game in the National League. Brian Patterson now joins us here at Memorial Coliseum. Leading off for the Giants will be right fielder Felipe Alou. 289 average, 18 homers, 52 RBIs, and 61. That's a pretty good season. We're using gray, white, and blue dice. Dodgers are the home team. We are all set and ready to go. Here we go, a big game in the National League. Drysdale, 4-4, strikeout 7, and he's going to get them. Memorial Coliseum adds 3 to strikeouts and 4 to walks. Alou is a 6, plus 3 is going to make him a 9, and that's going to strike him out. And that'll be strikeout number 1 for Drysdale. He had 182 of them in 61. Good year for him, at least strikeout-wise. Next batter will be the first baseman, Willie Stretch McCovey. 271 average, 18 homers, 50 RBIs. Wanted to be a Willie Mays Jr., and he came pretty close. Drysdale, 2-6, strikeout 11. He'll get McCovey. Easily gets McCovey, and that is strikeout number 2 for Drysdale. 2 quick outs. And now batting will be will be left fielder Orlando Cepeda. He is in left field for this game. 311 average, 46 homers, 142 RBIs, Hall of Famer, of course. But left field and right field were was his worst positions there. What he was doing in left field for this game, I really don't know. Drysdale will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-2, strikeout one, and yep, Drysdale strikes out the side. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 3 straight Ks to start the game for Drysdale. And just like that, the Giants don't get nothing, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. A very weird place to play baseball for the Dodgers before they moved to the Dodgers Stadium. Lots of home runs there. 192 home runs were hit in that ballpark, and we could see a few of them tonight. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. He's a Hall of Famer, but he is very young in 61. The great Juan Marichal, 13 wins, 10 losses, no saves, a 3.89 ERA. He got the call for the G-Men tonight. Leading off for the Dodgers will be the shortstop, Maury Wills, 282 average, a homer, and 31 RBIs that year in 61. Is this Giants-Dodgers game a preview of the NLCS? Who knows? Marichal, 5-2, strikeout 11. He will not get him. Wills, 6-6. It's a fly ball to left, and that's going to be Cepeda getting to that, and that is the first out. One out. Next batter will be second baseman Jim Gilliam, 244 average, 4 homers, 32 RBIs, and 61. Very young Marichal, 6'2", that's a blank. Gilliam, 2'5", that's grounded to short. That'll be handled by Jose Pagan, 2 away. Now we'll see the Dodgers right fielder, Wally Moon. Better in left field, but right field he's in there for tonight. A 328 average, 17 homers, 88 RBIs. Wally Moon is in right field for this game, for this matchup tonight. Marichal with the pitch. 1-1 against the lefty. That's going to be an out, and it will be a ground ball to short taken care of by Pagan, and he will handle it as well and throw to first. And another 1-2-3 inning on the Dodgers. So both Marichal and Drysdale start off pretty good. No score after 1. Rented a dumpster a couple weeks ago and cleared out the unfinished part of the basement garage. Still had unopened boxes when we moved in 11 years ago. I can only imagine what you had in those boxes there, Brian. Top of the second, Drysdale back on the mound. Leading off for the Giants, center fielder, the greatest all-around player in baseball history. Say hey, Willie Mays, 308 average, 40 homers, 123 RBIs. He leads off for the G-Men in the second. Drysdale, 4-4, strikeout 4, he got him. And Drysdale has gotten 4 consecutive strikeouts to start the game, 1 down. So Drysdale throwing some heat. Here comes the catcher, Ed Bailey, 245 average, 13 homers, 53 RBIs. Drysdale will make the pitch. 5-5. That's a walk, and that 5 is going to be ball 4, and Bailey will trot to first. So that ends the strikeout streak. And that is a walk by Drysdale. He had 68 of them in 61. Not many. Infield moves a double play depth. Next up for the G-Men, third baseman Harvey Keane, his worst position, a 265 average, 5 homers, 46 RBIs for Keane in 61. Bailey had a stolen base, and he's not going anywhere. Drysdale will go ahead and make the pitch. Drysdale, 3-6. That's a pitcher result. A 1-9's an out. That is a 9, and that is going to be a ground ball to third. 2-3, second base, Gilliam pivot 0, 1-3, it's a double play. They don't get it. Bailey thrown out at second. Keane beats the relay, 2 down. Ground ball to third there, so it becomes a fielder's choice. And now the batter will be Jose Pagan. Pagan is at shortstop tonight, usual position. 253 average, 5 homers, 46 RBIs. 2 men down, Keane on first. And Strat says he stays put. Drysdale, 6'5", strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. And Drysdale is on a tear on the mound. That is the 5th strikeout for him. Nothing across except a walk. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd here. As right now the Giants are trying to figure out Drysdale today. And Steeler fan should give himself the block dragon. You do know you are not supposed to mention Willie Mays and Harold Baines in the same sentence there, sir. I suggest you give yourself the block dragon. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Leading off for the Bums will be Duke Snider. He is in center field for this game. Right field was his better position. 296 average, 16 homers, 56 RBIs. And yes, the Duke is in the Hall of Fame. Marichal with the pitch. Marichal, 3-4. That is a home run result. Snider needs a 19. That's a 12. And that's gone. Kaboom! The ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep to left field. And Cepeda's going to watch it fly out of here. That is a bomb by Duke Snider. Stadium cheers. Yay! So Duke Snider, Marichal pitched him a grapefruit. Duke Snider puts the sugar on it and turns that into fruit salad, as Snider easily takes Marichal deep on that one. And the Dodgers take a quick 1-0 lead. True, Mays is not on Baines' level. Glad you got that right. Oh, boy. Give yourself another block dragon there, Matt. I have no idea. Better half was interested in finding out. Haven't missed whatever's in them, so they went. JAA joins us here at Memorial Coliseum. So 1-0 Dodgers after the home run by Snider. Next up is the first baseman, Ron Fairley. 322 average, 10 homers, 48 RBIs. Fairley's at first base for this game. 1-0 Dodgers. Marichal, 4-4, wild pitch, ball 1. Marichal do it again, 6-6. That's a strikeout. The 11's going to be high. Fairley, 3-5. That's hit to left field. That is a 10. And Fairley against the righty is going to have himself a triple. So right now, the Dodgers are beginning to do their damage on Marichal here early. So a 3-bagger for Fairley hits a triple off of Marichal. And now coming up for the Dodgers will be left fielder Frank Howard. A 296 average, 15 homers, 45 RBIs. Howard is in left field for this game. Infield is going to play in, as they do not want Fairley to get any more runs. Glad you found your seat there, JAA. Plenty of seats in Memorial Coliseum. Always a lot of seats there. Strategy roll, nothing on the 14. Marichal, 3-1. That is a blank. Howard, 4-6. He popped it up to third, and that's going to be out number 1. Fairley will have to hold. Pop out to third base. No chance for Fairley to even think about coming in. Next up will be the third baseman, Tommy Davis. 278 average, 15 homers, 58 RBIs. Infield still staying in. And nothing on the strat. Marichal will go ahead and make the pitch. Marichal, 4-6, walk 4. Yes, ball 4. And Davis will trot to first. So after a good first inning, Marichal given up a home run, a triple, and a walk. Dodgers have a chance to get more runs. Here's the catcher, Norm Sherry. 256 average, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Sherry gets the call at catcher for the Dodgers tonight. Only played in about 47 games that year. Now they will go to double play depths, and Sherry does ground out into a few of them. Nothing on the 17. Marichal will go ahead and make the pitch. Marichal, 3-1, blank. Sherry, 5-1, and that's going to be a fly to right. And that's going to be caught by Alou. Sherry has a sacrifice fly rating of 0. Fairley a base running rating of 3. Alou a -1. So a 1 or a 2, Fairley will score, and he does. Oh, it's a 6. Now let's see what happens. Alou throws the ball. He has a -1 arm. A 1 to 4. There could be an out. It is a 4. Here comes the throw, and Fairley is thrown out at the plate. That is a 2. And here he comes, and Fairley, a very great throw by Alou, and he guns him down at the plate to retire the side. Wow. So a fly out to right, and Alou guns down Fairley. He nails him, and that retires a side. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk, a solo bomb by Snyder, but Fairley thrown out by Alou at the plate. And it will stay a 1-0 game after 2. Nice put out by Felipe Alou out there. One of the reasons why Felipe Alou does belong in the Hall of the Very Good. We go to the top of the 3rd, and if you want to put him in the Hall of Fame, I might just put that on credit card. Top of the 3rd inning. Leading off for the Giants will be second baseman Ernie Bowman. Another kind, maybe a late call-up. 211 average, no homers, 2 RBIs. Remember, we are in September, so we will see some players we're not used to seeing. Drysdale already has 5 strikeouts in this game. Drysdale, 2-1, strikeout 10. I'm sorry, make that 6 strikeouts. He got him. 6 strikeouts for Drysdale as he is throwing some high-octane gas. And now that'll bring up the pitcher, Juan Marichal. 119 average, no homers, 3 RBIs. Drysdale will go ahead and pitch. 5-2, walk, 11. Nope, he just misses. Marichal's a 6, plus 4 is a 10. Marichal gets the swing. 3-6, but he just chops it back to Drysdale. And he'll toss it to first for the out, 2 down. 2 outs now for Alou. Alou is 0 for 1. Drysdale looking pretty good so far. Here comes the pitch. 1-6. That is a home run result against the righty. Alou needs a 10. The 12 is too high. Alou misses a home run. 5-2, but he does get a base hit. He'll hit it past third, and that will be a single for Alou as someone finally gets a hit off of Drysdale here after striking out batters. So now runner on first, and here comes McCovey. McCovey is 0 for 1. Alou had 11 stolen bases. That is a 2. He does get the steal sign, and I'm going to send him. Why? Alou 15, but a +5 from Drysdale, and Sherry's a +2. There goes Alou. The only way he is out is on a 20. And he is safe with a 15, a little closer than probably he would like, but Alou will steal second base. Stolen base for Alou. Now we'll see if he gets a chance to go to third. He does not. He'll stay put. Alou now at second base. Drysdale will make the pitch. 4-5. Range play at the park. Memorial Coliseum 4-5. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Tommy Davis. As I said, the range plays in this game are not going to be good. There are a lot of ones on the field, and Davis happens to be one of them. His range is a 1, and he won't get it. That's going to be a base hit past third. That's going to be a single. Is that going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a single from McCovey. That's a base hit. Alou, a base running rating of 5, and he will come in to score from second. The game is tied. So McCovey slaps one past Tommy Davis. And historically, the Dodgers shut the Giants out, but it's not going to happen here, as that is an RBI single by McCovey. We're tied at 1. Should have your first order of inside pitch by Saturday. I say first because you can see many orders in the future. What season did you order there, JAA? What season did you wind up getting with it? McCovey on it first. Here comes Cepeda. Cepeda's 0 for 1. So far, this going through the batting order the second time. Drysdale now having some issues. Strategy roll for McCovey. He stays put. Drysdale, 3-1 against the righty. That's going to be an out. And it will be a ground ball to short, handled by Wills. And he's going to throw to second to get McCovey. And that will retire the side. Good inning for the Giants. 1 run on 2 hits and a stolen base. We go to the bottom of the third here, now tied at 1. In this key National League matchup, number 1, first place in the National League, is on the line. 1992, you're a Yankee and Marlins fan and wanted to get the Marlins in a season. I hate to disappoint you, but 1992, the Marlins were not in it. The Marlins didn't start play until 1993. I am sorry if you didn't. I don't know if you knew that, but the Marlins started baseball in 1993. That was their opening year. Yeah, I'm sorry there, JAA. But hey, the 1992 season is still an excellent year you got coming. That's going to be fun to play. Bottom of the third, Marichal takes over here, and leading off for the Dodgers will be the pitcher, Don Drysdale. This was not the year he hit over 300, but he did bat 193, and he had 5 bombs when 12 RBIs. So Drysdale says, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Marichal with the pitch. 4-6, walks 7, and he walks the pitcher. So a young Marichal decides to walk Drysdale. Cardinal rule you don't do. Second walk already issued by Marichal. Infield a double play depth. Here is Wills. Wills is 0 for 1. Looks like another order is in the wing. If you want to do unfortunately, he only has 3 seasons in the 90s, but he is working on them. So don't worry, people. 90s seasons are coming. I don't know yet when. He hasn't told me which ones are next yet. But when he does, I will give you guys a heads up. Here's Wills. Wills is 0 for 1. Drysdale really not a threat to do anything, and he won't. Marichal, 4-3. That's a blank. Wills, 4-5. That's a base hit past second. It'll be a single. Drysdale will hold at second base. Does not have the speed to get to third. But the Dodgers are in business now with nobody out in the third. Next batter is Gilliam. Gilliam is 0 for 1. Infield staying at double play depth. Anything on the strat? That is a 2-0. Drysdale on at second. Wills on at first. Marichal deals. 3-2. Error on a throw. Gilliam, 6-5. That is a ground ball to third. It's a ground ball to third, so that ball is hit to Keane. And Keane is not who you want to hit to, because at third base, his error rating is a 20. That's a 5. There's going to be a throwing error. Now the question is, where does the ball go to? First, we got to see where it was hit. That is a 6, so it's hit in the hole. So double play chance will go from second to first. So now we got to see if there was a double play. Gilliam, 1-1-2. Second base, pivot. Bowman, a 0. A 1 or a 2, it's a double play chance. That is a 4. So no, it is not a double play. So we don't have to worry about a throwing error on the pivot man. Wills' base running rating is a 4, which becomes a 3 at double play depth, which means the throw is going to second. Second baseman Bowman, his range is a 1. Does he prevent the ball from going into the outfield? No, he doesn't. Now, so that means that everybody is safe, but it is a throwing error. So Drysdale, a base running rating of 2. Does he come home? Yes, he does. Drysdale will come home on the error. Maury Wills, a base running rating of 4. He will take third. Gilliam does take second on the throw, and it is 2-1 Dodgers. That is a huge error on the Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! So that is an E5 on Keane. First error on the Giants. They had 3 errors in this game historically. They did not play pretty well. Now, for those of you wondering what happened, I'll go ahead and recap. It was an error on a throw. The ball is hit the ground ball to third base. Keane's error rating is a 20, so it's automatically a throwing error since I don't have to roll the D20. You have to roll to see where the ball, first of all, with runners at first and second, you have to see where the ball is hit to, okay, on a grounder to the third baseman. It was hit in the hole, so the double play chance would have went from second to first. Since we rolled a double play roll, there was no double play, but Gilliam's base running rating is higher than the roll was. So he would have been thrown. He normally would have been thrown out at second. So the throw goes to second against Gilliam, but because it's an error on a throw, and because the second baseman Bowman has a range of 1, Keane threw that into the outfield. Since Don Drysdale has a base running rating of 2, you then have to roll a die to see if any of the runners take an extra base on an error on a throw. Since the roll is a 1, everybody did. So the run scores, Wills goes to third, and Gilliams goes to second. And that, in the nutshell, is exactly what happened. I thought I would go ahead and give you a little heads up as why suddenly it looks like this. So now it's 2-1 Dodgers on a huge throwing error. And the batter now is Moon. Moon is 0 for 1. As I said, the Giants had 3 errors in this game historically. So now the infield's going to come in to prevent Wills from scoring. Strategy roll. That is a 16 and nothing happening. Marichal will pitch. Marichal, 5-5. Range play. Oh, boy. Moon, 4-4. It's a fly ball to center field. At least it's hit to Mays. Mays got a good chance. His range is a 3, and he can't get it. And that is going to be a single in front of Mays. That's a single to center. Wills automatically scores. Gilliam, a base running rating of 4. Single to center +1, a 1-5. A 1-5, Gilliam will score, and he does. And that is a 1. And Moon, a base running rating of 3, he will take second on the throw. 2 runs come in. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Stadium cheers. Yay! We're getting lots of everything tonight. Errors on a throw. Errors on throwing errors, ground balls, everything, range plays. Oh, yeah. Dodgers have a 4-1 lead here. And the next batter is Snyder. Snyder is got a bomb his first time up and a runner on second. They're going to go talk to Marichal on the mound, and they tell him, hey, Juan, you know, you might want to keep people out. And I said, hey, it would be nice if I had a defense behind me. Infield is now back. Still nobody out in the bottom of the third. Strategy roll 4, nothing happening. Marichal will go ahead and pitch. Marichal, 4-6, walk 2, ball 4, and Marichal must be rattled. So he is rattled, and that is the third walk given up by Marichal. And here comes Fairley. Fairley got a triple his last time, this first up there. So now runners at first and second and nobody out in the bottom of the third. Dodgers looking to put a hurt on the G-men tonight and get to within 1 game of the National League top. That is a 19. Fairley does get the bunt sign, but he's not going to bunt when you got a guy that hits 322. Marichal, 1-5. Range play again. Oh, boy. Fairley, 6-6. It's a ground ball to second base. Of course, they're in double play depth. Grounder to second. The ball is at the Bowman. His range is a 1. Infield a double play depth. It's a 0. Can't make the play. Single past second. That's a base hit. Moon will come on from score easily at second base. Snyder will not make third. He has to hold at second. Fairley slaps it past Bowman. It is now 5-1 in favor of the Dodgers. Stadium cheers. Yay! So the fans here at Memorial Coliseum thoroughly enjoying this one right now. And here comes Howard. And there is action now going in the Giants bullpen. Remember, this is a very young Juan Marichal. One of his first, I believe it was his second year. Runners still at first and second, still nobody out. Strategy roll, that is a 2. Snyder will stay put. Marichal will make the pitch. Marichal 4-1 strikeout. He'll get him on a 2, and that is the first K. That is the first strikeout from Marichal. He had 124 of them in 61. That is also the first out. As Marichal trying to stop the bleeding here. Here comes Davis. Davis walked his first time up. And nothing on the strat. Snyder will go ahead and pitch to Davis. Marichal 3-2. Error on a throw again. Davis 5-3, and against the righty, that's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to McCovey. McCovey's error rating is an 11. That's a 10, and Stretch is going to make an error on a throw. Now again, we got to find out where that ball goes to, because it's double play depth, and we got one out. So 3-3-3, and shortstop pivot. Shortstop pivot is Pagan. He's a -1. So a 1 or a 2 would have been a double play. That is a 6. So that's not a double play. So the throw was going to go to Marichal. So we know it's an error on a throw. Marichal's range is a 4. Does he prevent that ball from getting past him? Yes, he does. So it's just going to be a 1-base error. As a bad throw by McCovey, Marichal cannot get to the bag. Bases loaded. Another error on the Giants. That's their second in the inning and in the game. So that is an E3 on an error on a throw. As I said, the game can get a little complicated when it comes to things like this. So if it does, you just take it step by step. You'll get the correct outcome that you're supposed to get. Bases are loaded. And the next batter is Sherry. As the Dodgers will bring up the 9th man to the plate. Bases loaded. Sherry is 0 for 1. And they're going to stay in double play depth. And hopefully they can get some outs here. 5-1, still 1 out. Strategy roll. That is a 10, no play. Marichal will make the pitch. Marichal 1-3, strikeout 9. They got him. Big K on Sherry. And that's strikeout number 2. It looks like the only way Marichal is going to get out of this inning is by striking out batters. Here comes Drysdale once again. Second time he's shown up in the inning. He walked his first time up. So let's see. 2 outs now. Strategy rolls are still active. That is a 15, no play. Marichal will go ahead and pitch to Drysdale. And here it comes. 1-5. Again with the range play. Drysdale, 2-3. It's a base hit. It's a single past Marichal. But Marichal has a chance. His range is a 4, and he will get it. Wow. Marichal just saved a couple of runs. Good play by Marichal on the round. He will throw to first and retire the side. As Drysdale has to tip his cap, that was a heck of a play by Marichal. And that will end the inning finally. 4 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. 2 walks and 2 errors. After 3, the Dodgers now have a 5-1 lead. That was a crazy inning. But yes, as I said, inside pitch can be a little daunting when it comes to things like that, when it comes to plays like that. But if you just do it step by step and watch some tutorials like from me or from people like Baseball Demos or Tony Porter Cards and Dice, you should get the gist of it. Time for station break. This is the RJL Network. Be right back. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Normally, in my regular season games, I usually don't go through all the gist of why something happens. I just like to play the games. But in this case, it's one of the first times I actually had something like that. So I decided to let you guys know how that would happen and why the base runners ended up the way they did. And of course, if I make a mistake, I'm sure somebody in the comments will probably let me know, but I think I got that right. We go to the top of the fourth, 5-1 Dodgers. Say hey, Willie Mays leads off. He's 0 for 1. Drysdale striking out batters all over the place. He's got 6 Ks already. Drysdale, 2-4. That's a blank. Mays, 5-2. He ain't striking Mays out this time. That's going to be a double to center. So Mays will hold up at second base with a double, and that's his first hit of the game. Next batter will be Bailey. And Bailey walked his first time up. Infield staying back. Mays on at second. Anything on the strat? That's a 20. Drysdale turns around, fires to second, and Mays will get back. Now Drysdale will pitch to Bailey, as Steeler fan will now give himself, yep, very good, Steeler fan. That's what you should do. Give yourself the block dragon. Drysdale, 5-2. That's a walk. That 14 is going to walk him. Bailey is an 11, but +4 makes him a 15. And Drysdale walks Bailey. Now the Giants got something going on here with nobody out. Here comes Keane. Keane is 0 for 1, made a big error in the last inning. Infield is at double play depth. And that is a 10, no play. Drysdale will pitch to Keane. Drysdale, 3-3, strikeout 11. That's going to be too high. Keane, 2-2. That ball is hit to right field. That's a 13. But against the right, he's just going to miss a triple. That's going to be a fly out to right. Mays, a base running rating of 4, fly to right -1. Moon, a 0, 1-3. Mays takes third, and he does. It's deep enough. Mays with good speed. He will take third base. Bailey stays where he's at on the fly out. So now runners at the corners with 1 out. Here is Pagan. He's 0 for 1. Infield will stay at double play depth. Drysdale sets up. Strat. 20 again. Drysdale tries to get Bailey off of first base. No, Bailey will get back. Now Drysdale will pitch to Pagan. Drysdale, 6-3. Wild pitch, 14. No, but a possible pass ball. Sherry has a pass ball rating of 4, and that's by him. That's a pass ball on Sherry. Mays will come in to score, and Bailey goes to second. It's 5-2. On a pass ball on Sherry. And now a 5-2 ball game. Wow, we're getting everything in this game so far. And we're only in the 4th. So Bailey on at second, a pass ball on Norm Sherry. His pass ball rating's a 4, usually pretty good, but I guess he just mistaken that one. That was a strike. They'll redo it to Pagan again, but now the infield is back. And nothing on the 16. Drysdale will pitch again. Drysdale, 2-4. That's a blank. Pagan, 3-3. Base hit past third. It's a single. But Bailey will not score. He will hold it third. And here come the Giants. A single for Pagan. Something tells me we're in for a crazy game. Here is Bowman. And Bowman is 0 for 1. Infield will go back to double play depth. Does Drysdale try to do anything? No. Bowman actually has the bunt sign. I'm going to let him swing. Although the bunt, he's a very good bunter, though. But a squeeze bunt here, I think, may take you out of the inning. I'll let him swing. Drysdale will go ahead and make the pitch. Drysdale, 3-3, strikeout 13, got him. He goes ahead and gets Bowman on a K, and that is strikeout number 7 for Drysdale. 2 outs. And the next batter is Marichal, and he is going to bat. 5-2. This is 1961, not 2022. David Vega joins us here at Memorial Coliseum. Drysdale will now make a pitch. Strategy roll first. That is a 4. Pagan will stay put. Drysdale will pitch. Drysdale, 6-2, strikeout 18. He will get Marichal, and that'll retire the side. Strikeout number 8 for Drysdale, but the Dodgers do get a run. 1 run on 2 hits, a walk, and a passed ball. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with the Dodgers holding a 5-2 lead. Juan Marichal, pretty much out of the 5 runs Marichal's given up, I think only 2 or 3 are earned, because the Giants have 2 errors in this game. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Marichal gets back on the mound. As I said, the Giants did have 3 errors historically, so right now, inside pitch has given up the 2. Here is Wills. Wills is 1 for 2. As David Vega says, go Trolley Dodgers. Yes, the original name they had. Marichal with the pitch. 3-5. Strikeout. Got him with the 3, and that'll be a K. And that is strikeout number 3 for Marichal. Of course, a lot of people know that the Dodgers were named had a number of names besides Trolley Dodgers and Dodgers. They were also known as the Brooklyn Robins at one point. Here is Gilliam. And Gilliam is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Marichal will make the pitch. Marichal, 5-1, strikeout 12. That is high. Gilliam, 1-1. That's a fly ball to center. That'll get caught by Say Hey Willie. And that's out number 2. 2 down now, and here is Moon. Moon is 1 for 2 with a single. Marichal, 1-2, strikeout 10. Got him swinging on that one. Nice pitch by Marichal, and he has a good 1-2-3 inning, something he definitely needed. After 4, the Dodgers still have a 5-2 lead. The Dodgers are 2 games back of the Giants for first place in the National League. You want that home field advantage. We go to the top of the 5th. Drysdale back on the mound, top of the order for the Giants. Here is Felipe Alou. He is 1 for 2 with a stolen base. Drysdale sets up for the pitch. And Suadice will re-roll. 6-4 and hit by pitch. 5. Yep, he hit him. Pop. Ouch. Alou is a 3, but plus 10 from Drysdale makes him a 13, and he hits Alou. And I know that's something he didn't want to do, so that's the first hit batter of the game. As Alou will trot down to first, that'll bring up McCovey. McCovey 1 for 2. Alou had 11 stolen bases, infield double play. And that is a 16. No play. Drysdale will pitch to McCovey. Stretch, hoping for a good hit. Drysdale, 3-2. Strikeout 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is strikeout number 9 for Drysdale. And that's the first out. Cepeda is next. He's 0 for 2. Anything with Alou. That is a 4. He does not get the steal sign, but the hit and run comes up. I just don't think you do that here. Cepeda has home run ratings of 20. If you do a hit and run, it cuts the home run into half. I think that'd be dumb. Cepeda's going to swing away. Drysdale will make the pitch. Drysdale, 2-6, strikeout 14. That's high. Cepeda, 6-4. It's a ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn it. 3-3-4. Second base, Gilliam pivot 0. 1-4. No. Alou thrown out at second. Cepeda gets the first, 2 down. Could not turn the twin killing. And that does allow one more batter in Say Hey Willie. Mays is 1 for 2, a double, and scored on a pass ball. 2 outs now. Cepeda on it first. And that is a 9. He stays. Drysdale will set up for the pitch. Drysdale, 2-1, strikeout 14. He does not get Willie. Mays, 3-4, but Mays is going to hit one deep, kind of deep to right, but not deep enough. Moon is going to get to it, and he will make the catch and retire the side. So no runs, nothing across except a hit batter, and that's it in the fielder's choice. And that is all that the Giants will get. We will go to the bottom of the fifth. Marichal gets back on the mound. Duke Snider leads off for the Dodgers. He is 1 for 1, walked and hit a bomb. Marichal will make the pitch. 1-5, range play. Snider, 6-2, grounder to second base. It's hit to Bowman. Bowman's range is a 1. He can't get it. That's going to be a base hit. Snider hits one past him, and that will be a single for Snider. And that is now his second hit of the game. As I said, lots of bad fielders there. Bad fielders in the game tonight. Here is Fairley. Fairley is 2 for 2, a triple and a single. Infield a double play. Snider had a stolen base that year, and he gets a 2, but he's not going to go anywhere. He got a 3-run lead. Let Fairley bat. Marichal will make the pitch. Marichal, 5-6, strikeout 12, and that's going to be high. Fairley, 4-5, that's a base hit to center field. It'll be a single for Fairley. Snider, base running rating of 2. Single to center, -2, so Snider will have to hold at second base automatically, and he will hold. And that is the third hit for Fairley today, so he's off to a heck of a game. Here's Howard. Howard is 0 for 2. Infield still a double play. Nothing on the 19. Marichal will pitch to Howard. Giant bullpen is getting ready in case Marichal probably gives up another run here. Marichal will set up and make the pitch. 3-2. Error on a throw. Howard, 6-3, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. That's a fly ball to left field. That ball is going to be caught by Cepeda, and that is out number 1. Now, and Snider, his base running rating on a fly ball to try to take third with Cepeda +1, but a -3 hit to left, it won't matter. There's not going to be a throw. Snider will stay at second base. He automatically will stay at second with a base running rating of 2, and he will hold there. So a fly out to left, and Cepeda holds on. We'll just throw it in. Next batter is Tommy Davis, and he is 0 for 1. Walked and reached on an error. He's been on base twice, though. Let's see if anything happens on the bases. That is an 8. The answer is no. Marichal with the pitch. 4-5. That's at the park. Memorial Coliseum. 4-2. And it's a ground ball to first. 3-3-3. Shortstop. Pagan -1. A 1 or a 2. It's a double play. And they don't get it. Snider goes to third. Fairley goes to second. And the only play that McCovey has is throwing to Marichal. Is throwing to Marichal at first, and that's going to be 2 outs, but the runners will advance. So the runners do move up on a grounder to first. Actually, that's really taken by McCovey himself. He did that on his own. He didn't need Marichal. And here comes Norm Sherry. Sherry is 0 for 2, but now 2 outs, runners at second and third. Anything on the strat? The 9 says no. Marichal will set up and make the pitch. Marichal, 6-5. That's a pitcher result. And against the right-handed pitcher, a 1-19 is a single up the middle. That's a 7. That's a base hit for Norm Sherry, and that's going to score both runs. Snider will come in to score. Fairley comes in to score. Sherry holds it first. 7-2 Dodgers. Stadium cheers. Yay! 7-2 Dodgers as they take the lead by 5, and that is it for Marichal. They got to take him out. A rough game for him, but the 2 errors did not help. The 2 errors made by the Giants didn't help him. Drysdale is the next batter, but they're still going to bring on a pitcher here. And they're going to go with, I think they're going to bring out a lefty. I think they may bring out the lefty here. Yeah. Coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be Billy O'Dell. 7 wins, 5 losses, 2 saves, a 3.60 ERA. Billy O'Dell will now pitch for the Giants, at least for now. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, 7-2 Dodgers. Strategy rolls are still active. That's a 6. Sherry stays put. O'Dell with the pitch. 4-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Drysdale, 2-2. He hits one to left field. That's a 7, and that's going to be a double for Drysdale. Drysdale smacks a double to left. Will it score Sherry? Sherry, a base running rating of 2 with 2 outs. A double to left. It's a 0. So a 1 or a 2, Sherry will score. He doesn't. He holds it third. Not very fast. Drysdale thought he got another run batted in, but Sherry will hold at third base. But a double for Drysdale. And here comes Wills. Wills is 1 for 3. Still 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Strategy rolls are still active. That is a 2, and both runners will stay where they're at. O'Dell will now pitch to Wills. O'Dell, 5-6, strikeout, 18 is a no. Wills, 1-4, and against the lefty, that's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. O'Dell will go ahead and make it and throw to first and retire the side. And that was the reason why I decided to go with O'Dell, just in case of a split on Wills' card. And if there was a right-hander up there, that would have been a base hit, but it's a lefty, and that is a ground out. So in this case, for the Giants, I did help them out with that pitching call, as it does hit the split chance. But it doesn't matter. Runs scored in this inning anyway, and that is the side to retire. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Dodgers. They have a commanding 7-2 lead here after 5. But remember, is any lead safe in inside pitch? The answer to that question is Top of the 6th inning. Drysdale gets back on the mound. Ed Bailey leads off for the Giants. He has walked twice. Drysdale still got a little bit left in the tank. Drysdale, 2-6, strikeout, 16, that's high. Bailey, 4-4, and it's a ground ball to short, easily handled by Wills, 1 down. Next batter is Keane. Keane is 0 for 2. Got the 1960 inside pitch season. Wanted to turn the World Series around in favor of the Yankees. Great year, 1960 there, Doug Hunt. And JAA says he'll get 95. Love Benito Santiago as a player, but grew up with them Yanks and Mattingly. Good choice, 1995. Good year. You'll get your Marlins in that one, although the 95 Marlins were kind of meh, but they weren't too bad. Trust me. And when it comes to the 90s, I need him to do 1997. That's my favorite Marlins team, since I do live here in South Florida, of course. All right. And, of course, a lot of people are asking for 1990 because I got a lot of Reds fans in there. Drysdale with the pitch. 4-2 against the righty. That's going to be an out, and it'll be a fly out to center, 2 away. That's handled by Snyder. Don't worry. I know Chris will get all the seasons he's missing from the 90s and the 2000s. Pagan is up next. He's 1 for 2. He also needs to do 1957, and then he will have no holes from 1956 all the way to 89. Drysdale with the pitch. 1-5 against the righty. That's going to be an out, and it's a ground ball to first, easily handled by Fairley, and that is a nice inning by Drysdale. 1-2-3 go the Giants. Still 7-2 in favor of the Bums. You're hoping for 97 for the Indians. Yes, 97 is a fan favorite of Indians. They want to see if they can win that World Series over the Marlins. And that was one of the better World Series that were played. Bottom of the 6th, 7-2 Dodgers, and I was at all the Marlins games for that because I was down here. I remember I love my Mets, but I still root for the Marlins. 7-2 Odell, he is going to pitch. At least I think he will. Jim Gilliam leads off for the Dodgers, and yes, Odell will pitch. Gilliam is 0 for 3, reached on an error. Odell with the pitch. 1-3, that's at the park. Memorial Coliseum, 4-2, ground ball to first, taken care of by Stretch, out number 1. Here comes Moon. Moon is 1 for 3. Odell makes the pitch. 2-3 against the lefty. Strikeout. The 15 is high. Moon 6-2, and Moon smacks one into left field. In that very shallow left field at Memorial Coliseum. It's going to go to the corner, though. Moon's going to have a double. Moon gets his second hit of the game. And here comes Snyder. Snyder is 2 for 2, a single and a bomb and a walk. Moon on its second. Strategy rolls are now off. Odell will make the pitch. 3-4. Wild pitch 11. No, but a possible pass ball. Bailey has a pass ball rating of 3. That is a 5, and that's going to get past Bailey. And Moon goes to third. I think that's the first time I've had 2 pass balls in a game. Pass ball on Bailey, as Sherry had a pass ball. Now Bailey has one, and now the runner's at third base. Billy Odell looks at Bailey and said, come on, man, that pitch was right there. Now the infield has to come in. Brian B. Saying that FastScore is rigged. Snyder is... Let's see. Snyder is 2 for 2. And it will continue again. And I don't know why I'm rolling a strat. Odell will go again. Odell, 2-3 against the lefty. Strikeout. He got Snyder. Got him on a K. And that's the second out. Now the infield will move back. And here comes Fairley. Fairley, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a triple. Odell will make the pitch to Fairley. Runner on third. Odell, 3-6 against the lefty. Super strikeout. That is an 8. Cold strike 3 on Fairley. Side retired. And that was just a beautiful pitch by Odell. And that froze Fairley. And I think thinks he was treated unfairly. No runs, a hit, and a pass ball. Still 7-2 Dodgers after 6. Top of the 7th. Top of the 7th inning here. Dodgers lead 7-2. Ernie Bowman supposed to lead off for the Giants. And he's 0 for 2. We're in the 7th inning. This is usually when I can start making changes. And we are... But then again, I don't have many shortstops. I mean, I could bring in Brasal, but he's just as bad. Bowman's going to go... Bowman's at second base, right? He's at second. I could go with Amalfitano. Bowman's going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for Bowman and take over at second base is going to be Joey Amalfitano. 255 average, 2 homers, 23 RBIs. So timeout on the field for a substitution. He's much better at that position than Bowman is. So 3-8 minus 1. So Amalfitano will now go up against Drysdale. Top of the 7th, 7-2. Drysdale with the pitch. Drysdale, 6'4", hit by pitch, not this time. That 20 is high. Amalfitano, 5'3", he hits one to center field. That is a 12, way too high. Fly out to center, out number 1. Way too high against right-handed pitchers, and Amalfitano will not get there. We'll see a pinch hitter for Billy O'Dell as he'll come out of the game. And let's see, coming on to pinch hit for the Giants will be Jim Davenport. 278 average, 12 homers, and 65 RBIs. He'll go up against Drysdale. Drysdale will go up against Davenport. There is 1 out. Drysdale with the pitch. 1-1, possible error. Davenport, 6'5". It's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to Gilliam. His error rating is a 6. That's a 7. He bobbles it, drops it, picks it up, throws to first, got him. Very close by Gilliam, but he makes the play. 2 outs. Two outs now, and now we will see Alou. Alou is 1 for 2. Singleton got hit by a pitch. As Justin Ludwig says, super strikeout. And yes, Justin Ludwig joins us here at Memorial Coliseum. 2 outs. Drysdale will be tired after Alou. Drysdale, 4-2 against a righty. That's going to be an out. It will be a fly ball to center, handled by Snyder, and that will retire the side. A nice job by Drysdale. And 1, 2, 3 go the Giants. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after the game. Remember, I'm now choosing games on the fly compared to records. As much as I want to get all the playoff challengers in there, sometimes I may not be able to get them. But tomorrow, our next game will be tomorrow night, and it will be September 7th. There were only 4 games played that day, so I got to choose the best one, and this is the best one. We're going to have the Detroit Tigers back on the mound, but this time they're traveling to Fenway Park, a big matchup there. The Detroit Tigers will take on the Boston Red Sox. Frank Larry will go for the Tigers, and Bill Monboquette will go for the Red Sox. Remember, the Red Sox are only 1 game above 500. Even if they get into the top 5, if they do not have a winning record, they will not make the postseason. So the Red Sox got to continue to win. So a big game tomorrow night, Detroit and the Red Sox at Fenway Park. That is our next inside pitch for the pennant race. And they get some in and out after the game. And you didn't get, and Justin, you went to In and Out and you didn't get me a burger. I'm not happy, man. I really am not happy with you. You did not get me a burger. Very disappointed. Bottom of the 7th, leading off for the Dodgers is going to be Frank Howard. And he's 0 for 3. Giants need a pitcher. 3 right-handers coming up. So the Giants are going to go ahead and bring out Bobby Bolin. 2 wins, 2 losses, 5 saves, a 3.19 ERA. Bolin will go ahead and take over them on the mound right now to start the bottom of the 7. 7-2 Bums. Bolin with the pitch. 5-4. Possible error. Howard. 5-2. It's a fly ball to center field. That's a 15, and that's hit the center, and that is Mays. His error rating is a 6. He'll make the catch, out number 1. So no error on Mays as he hits a fly to center. Here comes Davis. Davis is 0 for 2. A walk and reached on an error. Bolin will make the pitch. Bolin, 4-3 against the righty. Walk. The 18 is high. Davis, a 1-3, and that's a fly ball to center field, but instead, that is a 5. Bolin has a 1-7 special K against right-handed batters. Struck him out. That's a K. And he gets Davis on a strikeout, and that is out number 2. 2 men down, and here comes Sherry. Sherry 1 for 3 with a single. Bolin will make the pitch. 2-5 against the righty. Super strikeout. That's a 4, and that's called strike 3 on Sherry, and he got him. Nice job by Bolin. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but the Giants have an uphill climb here, 7-2. We will go to the top of the 8th. Don Drysdale is tired. They're going to let him pitch. You got a 5-run lead. Willie Stretch McCovey leads off. He's 1 for 3. We'll see how long he can go. Top of the 8th, 7-2. Drysdale, 1-2. Error on a grounder. McCovey, 4-2. That's a ground ball to second. That ball is hit to Gilliam. Gilliam's error rating is a 6. That's a 1 through the wickets, and McCovey's safe. An error on a grounder, and Gilliam can't make the play, and that's going to be an E4. So the Dodgers make an error, and they had 1 error in the game historically. So there's the error right there, and McCovey's safe at first. And Drysdale says, come on, Jim, really? Infield now with double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Here's Cepeda. Cepeda 0 for 3. Drysdale will make the pitch. Wasn't Drysdale's fault. 1-3 against the righty. That is a blank. Cepeda, 6-1. Ground ball to short. 3-4. Second base, Gilliam 0, 1-4. Double play. They got it. 2 outs. Cepeda grounds out into the 6-4-3, which is a rally killer right there. 2 men down now, and here comes Say Hey Willie. Willie is 1 for 3. 2 men down. Drysdale still trying, maybe he can go the distance, maybe. Drysdale, 6-5, strikeout 7. He gets Mays, struck him out. That is strikeout number 10 for Don Drysdale, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits. There was an error, but the Giants couldn't take advantage of it. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. Bobby Bolin will stay on the mound. Don Drysdale is the leadoff batter. He is 1 for 2. Do I let him bat here? He is tired. Let me look at the Dodger bullpen. And the Dodgers do have, they have Larry Sherry and Turk Farrell and Perinoski. I'm going to 5-run lead. You may want to save your bullpen in this case, and Drysdale can hit the ball. I'm going to let Drysdale bat. This is 1961. If this was 2022, of course it's a pinch hitter. 7-2 here. Bolin will pitch to Drysdale. Bolin, 5-4. Possible error. Drysdale, 3-2. And that's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Bolin, however, has an error rating of 0. He won't make an error. He'll throw to first for the out. So ground ball back to Bolin. And here is Wills. Wills is 1 for 4. Boland's not tired yet. He can pitch to 2 more batters. Boland with the pitch. 2-5 against the switch left. That's a blank. Wills 1-6, and that's a fly ball to right field. That'll get handled by Alou for the out. 2 men down. The next batter is Gilliam. Gilliam 0 for 4, but he did reach on an error. Boland will set up and make the pitch. Boland 5-5, range play. Gilliam 3-6. That ball is hit to left. That is a 2, and that is going to be a single to left field, but Cepeda gets to try to make a play. Not very good out there. His range is a 1, and that's going to be a single to left field. Base hit. As no way that Cepeda could make the play, and that will be a 2-out single for Gilliam. And now the batter is Moon. Boland is tired, but they are going to let him pitch a little longer. Moon is 2 for 4, a single and a double. Gilliam on it first. Fans would like to see some insurance here. Boland with the pitch. 3-4, range play. Moon, 3-1. That's a single past second, but it's a range play for Amalfitano. His range is a 3, and he makes it. If it was Bowman, that would have been a base hit. But Amalfitano makes the play at second base, and he throws to first and retires his side. Nice play by Amalfitano. No runs and a hit for the Dodgers, still holding on 7-2. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Top of the ninth, Dodgers lead 7-2. A win here, the Dodgers get to within 1 of first place in the National League. Ed Bailey is the leadoff hitter for the Giants, and he is walked twice and is 0 for 1. And they're going to .245 average. They're going to pinch hit for Bailey. So Bailey going to come out of the game. It is the 9th inning, so anybody can bat. So coming on to bat for the Giants will be Matty Alou, .310 average, 6 homers, 24 RBIs. John Orsino will take over at catcher if this game goes any further. So here comes Matty Alou, who will go up against Drysdale. Dodgers are not going to mess around. They're bringing in the closer. Nope, Drysdale's going to go ahead and pitch. Drysdale will set up and make the pitch. Drysdale, 3-2, strikeout 18, that is high. Alou, 3-4, and it's a base hit past the pitcher, and the Giants get the leadoff man on. So bringing in Matty Alou makes a difference. And did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL Network? I think not. Next batter is Keane. He will bat. Keane is 0 for 3. Alou on it first. Drysdale staying out there, trying to see if he can get the job done. Infield, a double play depth. Drysdale has been excellent. He's running out of gas, but he's still pitching. Drysdale, 6-3. Wild pitch. Yep, that's ball full. That's a ball goes to the backstop, and Alou will now go to second. A wild pitch by Drysdale now moves Alou to second base, but that run doesn't mean anything. Drysdale will now try to pitch to Keane, but that does take the double play away. Drysdale will set up and pitch to Keane. Drysdale, 1-5 against the righty. That's an out. And it will be a ground ball to short, taken care of there by Wills. Throws to first for the out. Alou will go to third. So Alou goes to third base on the ground out. So now a run is 90 feet away. But that is the first out. So ground out to short. The batter now is Pagan. He will hit. Pagan is 1 for 3. Infield staying back. The runner at third doesn't mean anything. So Drysdale trying to go the distance here. Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Memorial Coliseum. Jed Clampett calls him Mr. Drysdale. Drysdale will make the pitch. 4-5. Range play at the park. Memorial Coliseum 4-2. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Fairley. His range is a 2. He's got it. Nice play by Fairley. Drysdale will come over. He will take the throw. That's out number 2. Alou scores at 7-3. So they trade the run for the out. These cards get so flat. So they trade the run for the out. It's 7-3, but now there are 2 outs. What a play by Fairley to make a heck of a play there. So the run does come in to score on a ground ball to first. And now the batter is Amalfitano. He took over for Bowman at second base. Amalfitano is 0 for 1. So 2 outs. Last chance for the Giants is Joey Amalfitano. 2 down, now 7-3. Drysdale trying to finish the game. He's on vapors, but this is 61. Drysdale will make the pitch. 1-2, error on a grounder. Amalfitano, 6-4, and that is a ground ball to short. That ball is hit the Wills. His error rating is a 10. That's a 12. He won't make the error. Wills has got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. Dodgers will beat the Giants tonight, 7-3, and now move into 1 game of the National League lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! 1 run on 1 hit and a wild pitch. But that is all the Giants will get. And the Dodgers do come away with a 7-3 lead win here over the Giants. A big win here at Memorial Coliseum. Well done game. A lot of errors here and a lot of strange crap approaching, but that's what inside pitch gives you sometimes. And if you know what to do, it flows very easily. Final line score coming up. For the Dodgers, 7 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. For the Giants, 3 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher, of course, is Don Drysdale. He goes the distance, and Juan Marichal takes the loss, as Drysdale also had 10 strikeouts today. A very good job by him on the mound, and the Dodgers now to move in within 1. Will they stay there? That's a question that the 10-minute ticker will have to answer, and that's coming right up, right next. Don't go away. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Dodgers will get the victory on the Giants in this game. And now let's see what happens, as we got some very important matchups here in this early stage of the pennant race. We start with September 4th, Detroit and Baltimore, a huge doubleheader between the two. Game 1. Tigers 13-51, and that is 6. Orioles 7-45, that's 5. The Tigers win the first game. Take care of your ticker during the ticker. Justin Ludwig, that was good. I like that very much. Very, very good job right there. I give Justin Ludwig a couple of points for that. Although you still owe me an In-N-Out burger, sir. Game number 2, Tigers 3-34, and that is 3. Orioles 5-25, and that's 2. The Tigers win both games on Baltimore. Cleveland at Boston. A pitcher on the mound for the Indians named Mudcat. Cleveland 17-24, and that is 4. Red Sox 862, and that is 7, and the Red Sox need that win. Remember, must be over 500 even if you are in the playoff spot. Angels and the A's. Halos 10-21, and that is 2. A's 9-41, and that is 4. The A's win the first game. Angels 14-31, and that is 4. A's 8-14, and that's 1. And they will split the twin bill. White Sox and Minnesota. Important series for the White Sox. Game 1, White Sox 21-31. That's 5. Twins 15-14, and 2. A win for the Chi Sox. Game number 2 of the doubleheader. Chi Sox 13-46. That's 6 runs. Twins 11-55. And that is 7 runs. And the Twins and the Chi Sox will split a twin bill. Washington and the Yankees. Yankees playing a bad Senator team. The Tigers won both their games. Game 1, Senators 2-53. And that is 4. Yankees 10-21. And that is 2. Senators beat the Yankees in the first game. Game number 2, Senators 4-14, that's 1. Yankees 18-13, and that's 2. The Yankees barely split that one. Milwaukee and the Cubs, Braves are at 500. Got to continue to win. They're tied with the Reds. Braves 17-66, that's 12. Cubs 735, and that is going to be 4. And the Braves will go ahead and get above 500. Reds and the Phillies. Reds taking on a bad Philly team. Reds need to win here. Game 1, doubleheader. Cincinnati 14-15, and that is 2. Phillies 246, and that's 4. Phillies win the first one. Second game, Reds 1156, and that is 7. Phillies 742, and that is 4. They will split the twin bill. So the Reds stay at 500, but the Braves now are in 4th place. The Reds are, I believe, a half game behind them. Pittsburgh and the Cardinals. Pittsburgh 825, and that's 3. Pirates still think they may have a shot at the league. 1341 for the Cardinals, and that is 5. And the Cardinals will beat the Pirates. On to September 5th, Detroit at Baltimore. Detroit 813, that's 1. Orioles 313, that's 0. Wow, Tigers will beat them. Cleveland at Boston. Indians hoping they can still get back into this. Indians 1365, and that's 10. Red Sox 763, that's 7. That's going to be a win for the Tribe. Angels and the A's doubleheader. Game 1, Angels 1563, and that is 9. Athletics 1536, that's 5. Angels win the first one. Game number 2, Angels 1555 again, that's 7. Hey, Athletics 1133, and that's 4. The Angels will win both games over the A's. White Sox and the Twins. White Sox 862, and that is 7. The Twins 923, that's 3. A win for the Chi Sox. Washington and the Yankees. Senators 162, that's 5. Yankees 14-16, and that is 3. The Senators are the Senators are hurting the Yankees here as the Tigers continue to win games. Pittsburgh and the Cubs. Pittsburgh 1441, and that's 5. Cubs 132, and that's 2. That's going to be a win for the Bucks. Giants and the Dodgers. Can the Dodgers tie the Giants? Giants 1261, and that's 7. Dodgers 11-25. That is 3. The Giants go back in front by 2. Philadelphia and Milwaukee. Phillies 7-23. That's 2. Braves 19-22, and that is 4. The Braves are now going to be 2 games above 500. Reds and the Cardinals. Bob Gibson on the mound for the Cardinals. This is a must-win game for the Reds. Every game right now for the Reds is must-win. Reds 7-45. That is 5. Cardinals 9-24, and that is 3. The Reds will beat the Cardinals there. September 6th, Cleveland at Boston. Cleveland 7-23. That's 2. Red Sox 12-32, and that's 4. That'll be a win for the Red Sox. White Sox in Minnesota, as the White Sox trying to get a good hold on 4th place. Remember, if the 5th place team does make it in there, the 4th place team hosts them in the 1-game wild card playoff. Doubleheader game 1, White Sox 12-44, and that is 5. Minnesota 4-42, that's 4, a win for the Chi Sox. Game number 2, White Sox 10-15, that's 2. Twins 9-25, and that's 3, and they will split the twin bill. Senators and the Yankees. Senators 0-32, and that is 2. Yankees 27-25, and that's 6. And you kind of think there should be no way the Senators should beat the Yankees. That's a 0 versus 27. Pittsburgh and the Cubs. Pittsburgh 10-11, that's 0. Cubs 6-21, and that's 2. Another loss for the Pirates. Giants and the Dodgers. Koufax on the mound for the Dodgers. Giants 11-61, and that's 7. The left arm of God 11-11, that is 0. Must not have been a good game for Koufax. And the Giants now will have a 3-game lead on the Dodgers. Philadelphia and Milwaukee. Phillies 0-23, that's 1. Braves 12-41, and that is 5. Braves are on a bit of a winning streak. Reds and the Cardinals. Reds 8-22, and that is 2. Cardinals 6-64, and that is 7. And the Reds lose that game to the Cardinals. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 7th, and we got a big one at Fenway Park. The Detroit Tigers will take on the Boston Red Sox. Frank Larry goes for the Tigers, and Bill Monboquette will go for the Bo Sox. The Red Sox trying to stay above 500 and hold on to that 5th spot. The Tigers trying to stay ahead of the Yankees and the Orioles and win the American League outright number 1 seed and home field throughout. Big matchup tomorrow. Larry, Monboquette, Tigers, Bo Sox. Be there or be square. Justin Ludwig, Doug Hunt. Baseball with the demos, Brian B., Brian Patterson, David Vega, JAA Steeler fan, Woodman 564, Jilk, and Kevin Hayes. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. A big win for the Dodgers. They get a good one here over the Giants. They win it 7-3. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.